Hello once again, you beautiful people, and welcome back to Dead Space 2. You probably noticed that my audio isn't very synchronized with the video, which is kind of unfortunate, to be honest. My microphone was bugging up, and I didn't have the sensitivity right on the catch sets and the fresh open thresholds and the closed thresholds. I have no idea why it's bugging out like this. Probably because I updated my recording software and it didn't really save my previous changes from what I wished to make on well, my whole setup to be able to make it work. But yeah, you see me going into this room. To introduce this video, I was like kind of wishing you guys a happy New Year's. And if you got a New Year's kiss, fucking good on you, brothers and sisters. But if not, and you kissed your lovely alcohol, your bottle of alcohol, that you're literally drowning in your sorrows, then absolutely good on you. It's probably going to be quite frustrating listening to me and not watching my face while I'm massively concentrating. But when I was going into this room, I was like, pretty much, oh fuck, here's the situation. You won't be able to get a live reaction from me at the moment, but if you see my face like, oh fuck, oh shit, damn, you can see like the panic in me. I'm kind of watching myself right now, and it's just like, why don't you talk? And then that guy kind of exploded on me. That's the thing. I was not expecting that blast radius to kill me instantly. I was just like, what the fuck? How the shit, man? But considering I wasted some of my detonator ammo, this gave me the opportunity to be able to set it up properly, because it's more of a laying traps kind of thing with this lovely weaponized. Oh. It's just amazing. It's just pretty nice. Just a bit nice. Okay, so now I set those mines up, I can actually jump for the opportunity to take this guy down. Oh yeah, I literally just quickly reloaded just in case I had a little bit of a surprise waiting for me. But you can see these guys, he's... okay, one person's already down, 2 people free. It's working out for me, but... unfortunately, I didn't have any med packs to be able to save my life here, and slowing that guy down really helped me, taking his head off to stop him doing that kind of stuff. But then it triggered a lot more people coming in from the right flank and the left flank, which was kind of frustrating, to be honest. And you see that guy, not even with a head, he's still ready to rumble and rock and roll. That was the kind of a what this was like, kind of like a what the fuck moment, as guys. I took his legs down and I thought he was dead, but as soon as I walked past him, he kind of went back alive, which was kind of frustrating. But yep, I managed to get myself some med packs, and here's me just exploring around, kind of just easing myself off after literally a very long night of lots of drama that's just happened. It's like the aftermath of like recovery. It's just like, okay, is there any ammo? Is there any secrets? Can I reload myself with ammo and all that kind of shenanigans? So you can see me just like exploring around this place. Like this church place was where they really massively worshipped the marker, and how people went for the convergence. Like all this talk about convergence is kind of it's interesting to say the least, but you see when you walk into this church, like people say the only way to survive is to be able to merge together, and it's just not one of those. It's kind of surprising as well, because all the candles are already lit, like it's been freshly done, just be able to be like get everyone into the swing of things. Like with all these candles being lit, it's just like brings up all the atmosphere. Like who the fuck lit all these candles? And left them like this, like unless they were lit like probably a day ago or something like this, like all of this just kicked off out of the blue. Like, because to be honest, it kind of did with this whole Dead Space gameplay. Like we woke up, we found ourselves to be rescued because the marker went out of control. Somebody released its signal where it was isolated in this room to stop the signal coming out, but somehow probably one of the engineers or the guy who's running this whole thing just kind of got infected with the marker and let the signal out, and then everyone else kind of just kind of just got converted, and then the experiments they used with the marker's DNA to be able to This is from what I've learnt from Dead Space 1, to be honest. Like, they've used from the Marker's DNA, you saw those little bat things that transform everyone into necromorphs. That's just basically what the Marker used through those experiments, and that's what they created to be able to convert people a lot easier and faster into xenomorphs? Necromorphs. Xenomorphs. We're not talking about Alien Isolation here. So you see here at this point of the game, unfortunately, these guys started shooting at me. Like, they located me, they want me to be able to build them a new marker, and at this point I found myself to find a save station or a bench, because I realised I had quite a bit of money. As I walked through that door, I had two options to go through, so I assumed we found a lovely, beautiful room. We found ourselves a bench, store, and a save station, which we are rock-a-locking with that. But what I'm going to do with this whole video, you'll probably notice my audio might spike up a little bit throughout my gameplay, and it might interrupt me a little bit, but it's the only way, because I can't really isolate the microphone and my actual gameplay footage as well. So I do apologise if I do speak every now and then, but you kind of understand how shit the audio quality was. So here's me going up to the bench. I got a few power nodes, and I was going to upgrade my Forge Plasma Cutter up to the Specialized skill, and I was going to sell some stuff as well to be able to get another power node. That was my ultimate plan there. So I'll be able to set things on fire, and from now with the for Forge Plasma Cutter, I was going to go for all the damage, and yeah, then I was going to upgrade my the mine thing, which was absolutely amazing. I absolutely love that gun. It is really good to be able to keep yourself secure so things don't sneak up behind you and literally surprise butt sex like, hello baby. Right, and here's me just making sure I've got all the ammo, reloading, probably going back to the store, and at this point I realised with my armour, I've had this armour for a while throughout the whole playthrough, so I was going to sell my stuff and change my armour to a better armour that might be able to be betterly suited for some of the other guns that I'm using that are pretty weak, since my Forged Plasma Cutter is actually kicking ass right now. So you see me getting some plasma energy. It's just like me thinking about the whole thing. As I said, I was going to get the power node, and I was thinking about other plasma energy, and here's me like debating to be able to get another armor or different armor, and I realized the EarthGov security suit, it was the one with the pulse rifle gets a 5% bonus, which was a very, very convincing thing to do, and probably later on I'll get the stasis if I need it, if I go against a massive horde of them, which will be quite frustrating. But for the moment, my state of mind here was just like, okay, let's get a new suit on, let's try and change the look out a bit, so you can see I'm progressing through this quite nicely. And to be fair, that the armor, the Dead Space 1 armor that I'm wearing right now, isn't it's kind of outdated. And here's the badass mode activated. Oh yeah. Ah, God, Isaac. You are one handsome devil. I'll just look at that. Oh, I was so impressed with this armor. It was just like one of a kind, to be honest. But in the meantime, guys, I think I'm just gonna pause the commentary here for a minute. After I leave the store, and I'll let you guys enjoy what you'd like to watch. It's quite unfortunate with this. This whole YouTube thing, like sometimes you record something, you have to preemptively test a record, which is what I did for all of my previous videos. Like the first video, I realised the bitrate was too low and it was a bit fuzzy at times, and it was only working for mobile cellular devices in terms of the quality without it lagging, and it was a very low quality resolution. But I realised with YouTube you can put the file size as high as you possibly want, without having any delay in uploads and stuff like that. Yeah, it would be like 20-minute upload, but if you've got good internet, it should be no problem. And that's how I was able to eliminate that problem. So here's me going towards the objective once again, which is absolutely awesome. It's lovely. Down here. And yeah, god damn. This Unitology church is so creepy when you think about it. You're looking around, everything's shaped as the marker. Everyone's absolutely obsessed with this whole thing. It's not the best thing, to be honest, with you guys. It's just one of those things. And here's me walking into this room, a bunch of dead bodies that people just suffocated themselves to join the, to create a ritual or something, and they weren't converted yet, which was like hinting out to me like, oh god, what's going on? Then I went into this room and I found this audio log. I'll let you listen to it.
Two pressure equalization cycles during services last Sunday. The first was minor and only blew some candle flames around, giving Pastor O'Brien a much needed, if unexpected, boost in his sermon. The second cycle was more harsh, resulting in a pressure snap that popped people's ears and sent several to medical. That was not needed.
Alright, we're moving on now. We're gonna go up these stairs where the objective... Well, basically, we're just going towards the objective, and I'm being extra cautious because we've been through this church for a while, and we've gone through brand new rooms without actually meeting any monsters, which is kind of scary, to be honest. And then I found another listening log, so I'll let you listen to this. Why not?
This magnificent library holds copies of the church's most sacred texts and is a regular meeting place for the Unitology scholars as they debate the glorious mysteries of the Black Marker. Note the intricate details of the stained glass roof forged from the hand.
So that's just me saying like, oh fuck, like these guys were worshipping this Black Marker that was the original marker that they got back out of the Planet Cracker, which was kind of crazy, to be honest, because these guys were constantly researching it and obsessed with it. And now I'm just going into the heart of the whole thing, and there we go. We killed one of those guys straight away, and yeah. Oh god damn, this is where it gets messy. Very, very, very messy. When I say it gets quite messy, let's just let's just say I meet a few friends down here. Once we see one of those bat things, they want to say hello, and now we're hearing screams and stuff. It's just not the best thing. There's going to be more of those bat things, I just know it. I'm going to be converting all those things. Oh god damn. And hello Martin. He wants a hug. With his lovely long claws. That he should probably get some nail cutters for that. And oh god. What I didn't do, I didn't set up my mines. I was just like focusing on killing these guys, then I didn't realise this guy, fuck! This guy snuck up behind me, shit! I didn't realise how scary that was, and those bat things were preparing to jump on me, but I ran away and I realised that I wanted to be able to get these detonation things going and like be secure, because I realised I didn't have any fucking med packs, and this is like on zealot mode. So that was a pretty good shot on the stairs right there. We found this guy being absolutely annihilated, no problem, and killed the bat thing. Fucking love the line cutter sometimes. Once it works, and that guy got absolutely demolished. Oh, good god. It's pretty scary, to be honest. I wonder how this is going to edit out, to be honest, because you're going to hear me and my voice in there. I'll probably lower the in-game volume with this volume, so you guys are able to hear it without any problems. But, oh god, I wasn't expecting this whole recording to take so long. And yeah, we found some more friends down here. We got lots of credits, and we're rocking with this whole thing. I think we pretty much cleared up this room at this point. And so there's just me exploring, making sure I'm fully reloaded and everything. And if nothing else is dead, here's me just being really sketty right now. I'm pretty scared, like, after all that. Alright, here's me moving on. Just having another little bit of a look round, making sure I haven't missed anything. What I was saying here, like, all of these guys were worshipping and they actually committed suicide, like they were performing some sort of rituals towards these markers. And then I looked over here, a little bit further on, and I was like, oh no, they had a bit of a surprise visitor, I bet, and they kind of killed themselves or some sorts, and they were prepared to be able to convert themselves into some beautiful necromorphs. So here's me going into the elevator, moving on, going back up into the world, and yeah, going through this lovely room. What I found about this church was that I went through this hall, and my objective was directing me over here. Then I went down here and I found this. This was just basically linking, unlocking that door back to the bench area, so you'll be able to recognize this straight up when I listened to that audio log and entered that piece, that part of the church. I was like, okay, I am running towards the save point. Got to get there. Got to get there. Got to get there. Oh god damn. And this beautiful save point of glory. I'm glad there was no more necromorphs. Xenomorphs? Necromorphs. I keep forgetting this is not Alien Isolation. I was like, yeah, buddy, this is my house. Alright, and there's just me, Save-A-Roo's. Good old chapter 4 back. And I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.